I'd now like to call upon Comrade Keith Bennet to say a few words and also to present a resolution which we've got here for your approval. I hope you will approve it unanimously.
Thank you, comrades. I don't have very much to say because Harpal's really said everything extraordinarily well. I don't know why he was so good today. It's not normally.
Even lousy speakers have a right to speak well sometimes.
But no, I mean, seriously, Harpal has spoken, I think, so well, and both from the heart and on the basis of a deep political understanding and a knowledge of the situation and the facts. And I think he's expressed everything in a way that we all identify with completely. I want to essentially, I guess, repeat a couple of the points he made, if I may, because points that are that good, I think deserve to be repeated, even if the repetition doesn't necessarily do justice to the original. But I want to say again on behalf of everybody how thoroughly delighted and pleased and grateful we are that we've been joined today by 10 comrades from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Comrades, you're so welcome, and you really don't know how much this means to us to have you all with us. We really deeply appreciate it, and we're very pleased. Another Asian revolutionary once said that women hold up half the sky. So I'm very pleased that of our 10 comrades, we're joined by 5 Korean women comrades. Yay! Why are we so pleased to have you here? I put down 3 reasons quickly. When I quickly made some notes outside, I put down 3 reasons, but they're all the one reason that Harpal mentioned is that we do really think of you all, and not only do we think of you all, we deeply believe that we are all one family here. And those 3 reasons are, first of all, why we're so happy to have you here. One, it's always good to spend time with friends, a simple reason, but it's true. Secondly, we're people who are united in the struggle against imperialism. And I'll say a bit more about that in a moment. And the third reason is that we're all people from the same class, the working class. We may come from different parts of the world, we may be born on different continents, but the difference of continents is as nothing to our identity as members of the same international class, the working class. And what's so important for us is that, unlike in this country, it's the working class that is in power in Korea. And that means that the society that exists in Korea is the type of society that we also aspire to build in this country one day. And that's what our party is struggling for, is to build a society in our country of the type that the Korean people already have in theirs. That's not to say that the type of society that we aspire to have would be necessarily the same in every detail as that of the Korean people. We believe, just as the Juche idea of the Korean people also says, that each people have their own culture, they have their traditions, they have their ways of life. And of course, each country has its own level of economic development. But beyond that, the essence of it, a society where working people are in charge, that is the kind of society that exists in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and that's the type of society that we are struggling for. And that is above all the reason why we see ourselves as one family with you, why we look towards you, why we cherish you so much, and why your friendship is so important to us and such a great contribution to our party. As I say, that Korea is a society where the working class is in power, a society where a deep-going social revolution took place in the period after the Second World War, a social revolution that did away with the capitalist class and the landlord class, and it put at the top of a new society those who had suffered the most in the old society and those who had fought hardest for its overthrow and to bring that new society into being. We know that there are economic difficulties in Korea, and that sometimes the Korean people face difficulties in their daily lives. I don't think that we want to push that aside. Personally, I never agree with those who would seek to pretend that there are no difficulties in the lives of the Korean people, because I feel it does the Korean people no favours to actually talk down the real significance of their struggle and the real mountains that they have overcome in order to get where they are today. That their achievements are not easily won and they're not easily safeguarded. But whatever the difficulties faced by the Korean people, we have to say that the Korean people, in spite of all the difficulties put in their way, have made huge achievements in building a new society. I think Comrade Hassett has talked about this a bit, but those of us who have been to Korea, those of us who will go to Korea, will all be unanimous in saying that whatever the difficulties in the lives of the Korean people, their achievements in building a new society in today's world are second to none. And secondly, one has to look at the context in which those achievements are being made. And in that context, I would like to express my personal opinion